Thanks for joining us. We're taking a look at your weekend forecast for your work week forecast for October 3rd through the 7th. And we're looking at a pretty nice fall week out there. We're going to be warming up as we head through the week, and we're not really going to see too much in the way of showers. We'll have a decent amount of clouds today and tomorrow, particularly as the remnants of Ian are just to our south and are kind of keeping clouds moving in our direction. But the high pressure system to our north is protecting us from any other precipitation from that and is slowly going to push Ian off out to sea south and east of us. The clouds from Ian overnight kept us from, we had a freeze warning in effect for most of southern Vermont, and a lot of areas didn't actually see a freeze. The difference between a frost and a freeze is a frost, which we did have in most places, just means that the grass gets kind of frosty, and that'll kill very sensitive vegetation. A freeze basically ends the growing season, which we're basically coming to the end of anyway. I've probably said this way too many times lately, but just as for those of you who are concerned about those kinds of things. So if we take a look at satellite imagery, you can see here's what's left of Ian, kind of cut off from the flow. There is flow to the east of it, but it's mostly, that's going to separate from the flow. Ian's going to kind of remain in the general vicinity over the next couple of days, slowly drifting southeast of us. But the high pressure is kind of pushing and eating away at the clouds to the northern side. So the clouds will kind of move in and move out. We've seen that over the last couple of days. That'll continue to be true, where we'll have some sunny stretches, but also some cloudy stretches. Kind of be in and out, and exactly when we're cloudy and exactly when we're sunny, hard to tell. Probably more sunny often in the in the afternoon, but definitely that's not entirely guaranteed when the sun will be out and when it won't. But then as this heads out of the way, slowly the flow will turn more to the southeast, and that'll start to warm up our temperatures as we head through the end of the week. Okay, let's take a look at that on radar. You can see here's the actual low pressure system here, which actually has already drifted south and east some. There's still some pretty heavy rain happening across the mid-Atlantic, but you can see that it looks like a few showers have up into Connecticut. I don't think actually, I looked and nothing's actually even hitting the ground there. You're really going to get down into New Jersey and Pennsylvania before you see anything hitting the ground. I don't think we'll see any showers make our way as it kind of spins around. Once in a while, a band spins up closer to us, but I don't think any actual sprinkles will make their way from this system for us. We really have to wait until this front eventually makes its way towards us towards Friday afternoon, and by then it doesn't look to be too strong. A few showers definitely. That's our only chance for rain would be showers on Friday afternoon, it looks like. Okay, let's take a look at temperatures across southern Vermont. Like I said, freeze warning usually means 4 or 5 hours with temperatures below 30, particularly really below 32, but below 30. And you can see the southern half of Windham and Bennington counties stayed, actually, even most of these areas didn't even get frost. You have frost kind of north of that. A few cold spots definitely as you head a little further north. Basically, there's less clouds as you head further north. That's why the temperature difference, and that's why some of these areas are going to have seen an actual freeze, which will end the growing season there. Basically, it's coming to an end. Next weekend, it looks like almost guaranteed everybody gets real cold for this time of year, probably temperatures in the low 20s. That'll kill whatever's left of your vegetation. And so you got to bring stuff inside, essentially. So let's take a look at that forecast as we head across the week here. Looks really nice for the most part. Like I said, mix of sun and clouds. Ian's around for these 3 days, so the sun and the clouds will come and go. So it's definitely not full sun, but should be dry. It should be comfortable out there. Temperatures in the 50s today after starting off cool. Tomorrow we gain, basically every day we gain a few degrees, right? So we're up in the low 60s tomorrow after being in the upper 30s tonight. Wednesday, after being about 40 in the morning, we get to the mid 60s. Thursday, we probably see low 70s. This is quite a bit above average, actually, for this time of year. It'll feel kind of nice out there, nice warm day after starting off only in the mid 40s. And then Friday, it somewhat depends on how much sun we get. If we get a lot of sun, if the front holds off a little bit, we could make a run at the mid 70s and feel kind of like late summer warmth. If the clouds come in and the front moves through kind of more midday, then we probably hold in the low 70s. I think that's what's going to happen now. The clouds come in by late morning and we see sprinkles in the afternoon. Timing is definitely, it's a little too early to know for sure on the timing 5 days out on Friday's forecast. But anyways, we'll be in the 70s after starting off around 50 degrees. So if we take a look at those highlights for the week, mostly dry week, some clouds as the remnants of Ian lingers to our south. Sunniest day of the week is Thursday. Warming trend all week as highs go from the 50s today to the 70s by Friday, and showers with a passage of a front on Friday. So a pretty quiet weather week. All right. I'll be back. Like I said, right now it looks like we do have a chance to get into some cold or for this time of year, cool for this time of year air for next weekend. I'll certainly have your forecast out for that for your holiday weekend next weekend. But otherwise, thanks for watching my video. And if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel before, I would encourage you to do so. Also want to give a quick shout out to my patrons who help support what I do here. And they get a forecast on Wednesday every week. That's their weekend forecast that they get a couple of days early as being a patron. So if you're interested in that, especially as we head towards the winter time, you can check out the link in the description below that talks about what it means to become a patron. All right, thank you, and we'll see you on Friday morning.